Does working as a paralegal compliance officer qualify for QWE? Thought we were going to get more questions on QWE, or it depends on the specifics of your work. It does definitely depend upon the specifics of your work. So I'll give you some examples. I had someone, I think he was working at Denton's in their Hong Kong office, who was a conflicts consultant. What on earth is a conflicts consultant? It turns out that because it's a global firm, if someone in Hong Kong wants to take on a client, they need to check all of their databases to make sure that no one else is representing the other side somewhere else. Well, that's not the provision of legal services. That's the provision of administrative services or commercial services, but there's no law involved in that. If there was law involved, let's say someone working with compliance, the anti-money laundering legislation, or data protection legislation. That's legislation, and therefore it's a provision of legal services. So it very much depends upon what the person is doing. And similarly, the calculation of whether it's full-time, in my opinion, you know, somebody's doing 80%, well, let's make the maths easy, 50% KYC complex stuff, and then 50% is to do with anti-money laundering and all this sort of stuff. Then you might say, right, that's 50% of your time is QWE. It's going to take you 4 years to get 2 years full-time equivalent. So that's the sort of thinking that I go through with regard to this. Obviously, it's up to the judgment of the confirming solicitor. So it is digging into the nature of the work you're doing, not the title, the nature.